Brent actually had the audacity to ask a group of ladies the following question: would you participate in a threesome after you got married?
Good luck with that, my brother. Welcome to Cliff Alerts.
Today we're going to be talking about TV One's reality-based TV series, The One, season number 1, episode number 7.
This is coming from a brother who he believes that one woman is not enough.
But
He needs multiples. So he's asking the question whether these potential wives will be open to participate in something that will bring him joy.
but wait, there's more. He also says that depending on who he marries, he would be willing to do that with his wife.
Good for him. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please click that notification button. Please send us your comments. Tell us what you think, whether what Brent was doing was foul, because these women are new to him. He just met them. And right through here, he is telling us, based on the question, exactly where he stands.
And showing us
And I
who
hope
he is and how he moves.
they are paying attention.
Ignoring the stop, proceed no further signs, and about to go over that cliff.
It got Cliff Alert energy written all over it. So here we go.
Brent wanted to get things started off, and in terms of a conversation with the ladies by talking about sex. But to me, it's like the wrong thing to say, and it speaks of the point that you already referenced about the lack of emotional intelligence.
I want to remind you of Brent's conversation with Kurt when he told Kurt that his biggest problem why he's not with someone is that he does not believe he can be satisfied with one woman.
And that also may have been one of the reasons why he was divorced.
Maybe he was not yet steeped in that kind of point of view, but certainly as a grown ass man, he, in front of these six ladies, he brought up the conversation with sex. Well, in this day and age, I guess that's what they do. Mika, she said that she was a coochie therapist, and she thinks it's important that, on the first date you have a conversation about sex because you don't know where people are, whether someone has a raging appetite or whether somebody could kick back and have it every now and then. So she just wanted to get that straight. And for her, having a conversation about sex is no problem. I don't have a problem talking about sex, but I wouldn't necessarily do it on the first date.
If you're a guy and you're legitimately trying to get to know someone for all the right reasons, why would you ever think that that would be a topic that you would introduce and or raise and or even participate in when on the very first meeting of somebody that you're trying to get to know legitimately?
Exactly. It takes the conversation in a different direction.
And not only that too, but what message are you really
Sending.
sending to this person that you're legitimately or claiming you're legitimately trying to get to know for the right reasons? And how do you think that they're going to react to it?
Because basically you're meeting someone for the first time, you don't really know them. To have a conversation about sex, that means that you're probably gauging whether to or not. But I don't think it should be something that should happen on the first date, but I'm not out there in the streets.
Right, right.
So I have a different point of view.
Right.
And even when I was dating, I didn't think that would be appropriate. You wouldn't be getting a second date from me
Right.
if you start talking about sex, because that will tell me that's what's on your mind.
Just
And
about smashing.
the ladies thought that it was appropriate.
Yeah, but
Maika,
but here's the thing though. Did we talk about what the question actually was?
no,
Okay, you
wait,
want me to do it?
we're still talking about the
Okay.
sex piece.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
So some of the ladies, all of them responded in a favorable way. They said sex is important. I
And
mean,
you
Ashley J said Maika talked about, it being a good thing. Richie said that her grandmother said sex is important. And Mika also said that she likes intimacy. She likes that cuddling, rubbing your feet, rubbing your back, that kind of situation.
Yep.
Jazzy said that For her, it's a mental situation,
That's
and
where it begins.
if you don't stimulate that part of her, it's a no-fly zone.
Hmm.
And then Brother Brent asked whether the ladies would be into threesome.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
gotta
y'all
tell
heard that
you,
right. But I had to double clutch when I first heard
I
that too.
I gotta tell you, it speaks again of who Brent is about not being satisfied with one woman, and that he may have a level of perversion that he wants to insert in his relationship with a possible wife.
That
Because any man meeting a group of ladies and you inserting um, a menage a trois,
or the a swinger
threesomes, or
move, right?
he can ask that brother from Belle Biv Evo what he feels about bringing in another person into his marriage
And
situation. I'm not saying that as a part of gossip, but the brother himself stand witness to the problems that you can have doing that in a marriage situation.
does fall in line with what he said earlier, that emotionally unintelligent remark he made about problems. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
that would be
You
all
opening
kinds of problems that would be
you
coming out of it.
opening a door for something else to come in that you may not necessarily have any way of control.
Or
And
want,
oh,
or or be able to anticipate how it might impact
right, because it may
you.
feel good, but more and more, like you going down a pathway, it opens the door to not only yourself or your partner to want other things. He said, I'm not gonna throw away a whole woman if that's what he likes. However, he was eager to point that out in the initial stages, so that is front and center in his mind based on the questions he asks, because you always know where someone is based on the questions they're asking.
As he thought was insightful enough to really ask a very revealing question to Brent as it relates to this whole idea or notion of threesomes. She asked that brother if that would be part of his marital situation now,
Mm-hmm.
once he's done that.
Mm-hmm. And
And
what did he say?
he said, yeah, he would consider it. He would definitely consider it if his partner was open to it.
And that's all I need to say about that. So
That's not all I'll say. That was some stupid shit. Okay, that was some stupid shit. And
people can do whatever they want in their marriage
a marriage is not
until
between three people.
it's not
That's why I said it
it's
was
not
stupid shit.
three.
His intended wife would be interested in that after the fact. I think that's an assumption that is completely wrong. And like you said, opens potentially can open their marriage up into some hell things that could happen.
You're married and you're introducing something that may not help with the well-being and wholesomeness of your relationship, that may not be a good place to start pivoting to. Most of the women said, hell no.
I think they were caught off by caught
Yeah.
off guard by his response.
So have gotten and said, baby boy, you're not for me. Goose.
And I don't understand why he thought that that would be something that he would choose to reveal first. First real conversation with the group.
Because the brother is all about the flesh. Like we said in the beginning, it's not about pursuing something that he wants, a sacred relationship.
Would it be fair to say that this brother's entering this process under false pretenses?
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
He is not there. Any man who's saying he don't know if one woman could satisfy him is not in the lane for marriage.
That he needs to be if that's
Because that Jones is going to jump up at any given time, and more likely than not, he's going to want his partner to participate or enjoy seeing his partner with someone else.
yeah.